Hello there, my name's Terry, and I just that one turned over actually. What we got here? Uh okay. Insecurity. Right, okay. Um right, this comes from a place of not feeling safe and secure within your own situation, within your own circumstance. This is root chakra stuff, right? And that is literally all about like um, your safety net. Where do you feel safe, right? Do you feel safe just being on your own? If you feel safe being away from others and everything, if that's one way of like it seems to me like rejecting yourself. So, or do you feel like on a subconscious and an emotional level that you feel that you've been rejected? All right. This can come from a place of like when you're younger. It's like a lot of stuff people don't realize how much they carry with them within the first 7 years of their life when they're growing up with their parents, with their guardians and everything. And it's like sometimes you've got to kind of like pick back the pieces to find out where something actually first originated from in the first place, and that can really carry heavy in your body. And it's kind of like a learnt behavior. You don't even realize that you're doing it. You don't even know why you do certain things at certain times, and why you're kind of like pulling yourself away from situations. Right, okay, they wanted to go on about like relationships as well. So look at the relationships that you've had, the ones that haven't worked out. All right. And what is your part that you've played in that relationship? Okay, do you go so far and then all of a sudden you think, oh, this is going too well, I don't know what to do about this, I'm going to pull back, it just seems too good to be true. All right, that's a fear-based thing that you've been carrying with you. So if this resonates with you, work with that. All right, that you can help yourself by coming to understand why you do things the way you do. Be aware of how you act and respond in different situations. All right. And then you can actually grow from this. All right. They've got telling me about insecurity, but you are safe. Like we're all on our own individual journeys, and whatever choices and decisions that you make at those times, maybe it was also your intuition telling you something. Well, I've gone so far, this isn't just working out for me anymore, so I'm just going to pull back from it. All right. That also could come from a place of like using your own intuition, and also like to trust it as well. All right. So there's two different meanings to this message, but it's not like take what resonates with you from it, and then from that, once you realize that, when you become to understand that, and then that is literally a starting point for you to kind of like start working with for yourself. And then slowly it's like the pieces of the puzzle kind of like unravel. And I've gone goosey when I said that. So sometimes you do have to dig deep. Sometimes you just have to be aware of yourself, how you feel and how you actually act and respond. Sometimes no action or no responding is the most powerful thing that you can do anyway in any given situation. Also, they're saying to me, relationships that haven't worked out, they haven't worked out for a reason. Okay, they are also saying to me that some could be kind of like thinking about reconnecting with somebody else again. All right, I'm it is your choice and your decision. Sometimes it can work out and sometimes it doesn't, but that's okay. But it's okay to kind of like, maybe it's something there, this reconnection is kind of like there for you, so that you can think, well, I'm seeing things differently now. When I was in it, everything was all nice. It was all lovely. It hard, like maybe there was difficult times there as well. Okay, and ask yourself, would I really want to put myself back there again? All right, people can change, right, and they can, to a certain extent. All right, but it's all about you and what you do with what you have in those situations that counts more than anything else. There's never any right way. There's never any wrong way. You do have your own free will to choose what you want to do and which is best for you. All right. But you're always going to be safe. You're always going to be looked after, and you are always going to be protected in no matter what you do. And you're never going to miss out on anything either, because you're not, you know, sometimes things go so far and then things end. That is part and parcel of life, all right? But look at where you are now. Look at how far you've overcome, all right? And look at the things from like when you were a child, like if there was like an unavailable parent or something like that there as well, that can also lay heavy on yourself as well, in your body, all right? And it does have an impact on the relationships that you do actually have with others and also to yourself. Anyway, I'm going to leave that message there for anybody that needs to see or hear it. And whatever you're doing today, have a wonderful day. Take care. Much love, Terry.